So Dr. Sam, I would like to request you, sir, to please come on stage and welcome these people and share your thoughts and your visions about this activity.
All right, I understand that today is supposed to be about the educators who have come to IBA for a symposium. We started off with various testimonials from students who come for the summer school. So that is a slightly different exercise. Although it is a very good idea to start with that because that shows the kind of enthusiasm that can be generated for the subject of entrepreneurship, which I understand the educators are trying to teach or inculcate. So, if done the right way, it just shows that this is a very popular subject. It's a subject which can generate a lot of excitement. I want to talk a little bit about, let's just call it an IBA initiative in this area, although many universities, many institutes in Pakistan are probably working along similar lines. And that initiative is, we call it the National Entrepreneurship Program. It arises out of our feeling that the entrepreneurship program that we converged upon after several years of teaching, after several years of experimentation, is something that can be brought to scale across the country. We have now developed a version of the program that can be delivered over 8 weekends. So it's not a huge expenditure of time, but it is something that's very powerful. It basically has the following parts, if you'd like to think of it. We need to have students, of course, people who are in the class, who are interested in the subject. We need to have some organizations, the universities, that are interested in providing space and allowing this to happen. But the third part, which is the most important, needs to have faculty members who are willing to teach that 8-weekend version of the entrepreneurship course. So my hope is that you're all here, you'll find out more about this program. Some of you are already very familiar with this 8-week program because we have already recruited you and worked with you over the last year. Those of you who are here from Gift in Gujranwala or from Faisalabad, the Textile University, or from Mehran. We have already worked with you on this, and inshallah this year we will also work with Iron Sciences. We already have an agreement with the institute there. And as many of you who would then like to take this program forward in your own universities, please let us know, because we really would like to make this happen. The only way this program becomes effective, as it were, is if it goes to scale. It doesn't really work if we restrict ourselves to 500 people a year being taught in Karachi from one university. It works if we have at least 5,000 from 10 universities in 1 year, and then 50,000 from 100 universities. And by the way, we have 182 universities in Pakistan, so these are not all pipe dreams. It's possible. If enough faculty get interested, if enough university partners get interested in this can happen. And we at IBA are very willing, very motivated, very interested to work with you to make this happen.
Thank you, sir.
So I'm addressing those of you who come here as educators for this. Please, one of the things you should focus on is whether you can make this happen when you go back to your respective universities, whether you can develop this 8-weekend entrepreneurship program. Now, the reason why I think this 8-weekend entrepreneurship program is important is because, we've talked a lot about entrepreneurship. Everyone has, this has been an academic subject now for many years, but as Hans just said, he was an entrepreneur for 25 years, before he got into academia, and I'm assuming channeled all the information and experience into something more teachable, as it were. Which is great. There is a quote about entrepreneurship that I find very telling, and that it's really a quote about, most people are very surprised to learn that they have been speaking prose all their life. Have you come across this? When you say prose, it's a very, in English, there's prose and there's poetry. Poetry is difficult, right? Prose, yes, literature, very difficult. But when you tell people, no, it's not difficult, you have been speaking prose all your life. I'm speaking prose right now. What I'm saying is technically prose. Right? Entrepreneurship is the same thing. A large number of people, the bulk of the workforce in most countries is in what we would call entrepreneurship. Formal sector jobs are primarily confined to a narrow, developed, industrialized part of the world. Even now, the rest of the world, the workforce is largely in what you would call entrepreneurship. Now, of course, you'd say, yes, farmers. Yes, farmers are entrepreneurs. They have to deal with all of the challenges that entrepreneurs face. They may be entrepreneurs by necessity, that's a different thing, but they're still entrepreneurs. People running small shops, right? All entrepreneurs. I was surprised to learn that 95% of the industrial establishments in Japan, are small entrepreneurs. By small entrepreneurs, I think in Japan they mean units with less than 10 employees. But still, the vast majority are small shopkeepers or service delivery of some sort of like. So, just like we speak prose all the time, most people are into entrepreneurship. But they can do it better. They can be more productive as entrepreneurs. And the training that we provide, that academics provide in various academic programs, is something that will make this very large number of people all over the world more productive. They will just do what they're doing better. And there is a lot of value added there. I don't pretend to have the numbers, but I just know it. I can just feel it. That if you can make this very large number of people do what they're doing, with just a minor change in productivity, the total effect of that is tremendous. And we should really, as a result, we should be mindful, being mindful of that impact. We should say this is something we ought to do. So I will close now simply by reiterating that those of you who are in the business of training entrepreneurs, educators in the business of imparting lessons of entrepreneurship, please stick with it. This is a very important vocation. This is something that has a lot of value. This is something that has a lot of value in a society like ours. Thousands, millions of people are engaged in entrepreneurship. If you can find a way to give them a little bit of training to do that better, you will have made an enormous contribution. So thank you all for coming here today. I hope the rest of the day, and I understand this goes on for 2 days.
This is the second.
This is the second day. I hope that you will find it productive. I appreciate that you have come from many different parts of the country. As I said, when you go back, please keep this in mind that we are willing and ready to work with you to develop entrepreneurship programs which you can deliver with our help and then on your own, in your own communities and in your own institutions. Thank you very much.
Wonderful.